right, so this is June 23, 2022. The power of thought is the sword, and the will to understand how to use the sword. In the energy is the difference between a swordsman of high caliber and a samurai ninja warrior. One is great and one wins battles. The other way is a meditation, a way of life. There is a pride in the kill, exhaustion, and strain, and the other is an honor and a code. In one, there is a fight and an enemy to conquer, a study on the opposing side. The other, there is no war, there is only peace and duty to self, communicating and execution. One life is written about because winning and giving medals, and the other is legendary and held as a special, rare, gifted, honored human. The way you draw money, manifest, and live is either the first or the second. Only once you become a master at your craft of business can you reach either of these levels. You can be great and you can be known for impact, / business moves, / and who you become in the ranks of life. Or you can choose to be the rare, indescribable one who is honored, respected, and special, powerful creator of great things, very easygoing with an impactful experience. One is separate and one is the whole you. You currently may feel confident and a conqueror, but there is still such unknown. There is a battle in and out, so much emotional consequences to business that you have to strap up and say, this is your life as a swordsman, to be in battle. Or do you want to be the ninja in the night, the most revered, most valued? Do you want to be remembered for your rare spirit, that even someone as an enemy would respect your greatness? How do you want to love, move, breathe, manifest, experience life? It is up to you. The subtle changes of life take the greatest courage to want to be better after you have what you want. Who do you really want to be? Continued in the comments below. So let's go view that. Comment 1 of 1. Do you want the samurai? Then I'm the one to retrain your energy and mind of the easiest, lightest transformation you have and will continue to have. It is about how you experience life and what you desire deep within. You choose to wield the heavy sword of your life, or you're pretty great at it now. How do you want to continue living? For the light and powerful samurai swords, we shall create a meditative, sweet, resilient, powerful ninja in you with grace, ease, and joy. The flick of a wrist, a joyful celebration, another day, steady movements, continued success in a fulfilling life, a deep and meaningful life of greatness within and without. Let me take you into the realms of existence beyond your own understanding. Message me. So that is that, taking down that, and then this is the real. You see me just vibing like I do what I do, and now we are deleting this post. All right, into the next one now. This is the 26th of June, 2022. Becoming your own version of support, your own version of love, your own version of inspiration, your own version of celebration, your own muse. To be the greatest, you must find, first, believe and know, be the only one. Then you can add to it. I promise you no pay amount makes you feel worth the money. No love will ever have you fulfilled. No client success will ever have you feeling accomplished until you first can be the accomplished in your own eyes. Until you first can be the accomplished in your own eyes, for you, by you. Until this moment, nothing you do will ever be enough. The work will never end. No goal will ever be reached to perfection. Only once you are full in yourself, in yourself, will you find fullness. I'll link to my previous business page. Message my team. I have found this, and I work with those who have everything by other standards, but still need to look within and discover to truly know how to live. Again, this was 26th of June, 2022. And this is the reel that was accompanying it. Walking through the town. by the water. Right, and we walk into the next one here. This is the 30th of June, 2022. Everything is everything. You can do the thing or not. You can create everything with your desires, or are you too lazy to believe in yourself? What is life if you don't believe you can do everything? You love limitations so much to quote unquote make sense of things, then you can never be the person who loves to quote unquote evolve. Then you will never be bored. You will always wonder if there is something else out there. To have everything make sense. You will never reach your own greatness because you will be afraid of it. Afraid of people and afraid of what someone else will do. To be on the top, you must always evolve at your highest potential. Yes, they will copy you and they don't know how to evolve. So you will always be the capital letters GOAT. By one-on-one transformation of your energy and your mind to be capital G, little O-D, God, to be the GOAT with a capital G, to be your infinite self, and it is much nicer than you have even beloved it to be. The process, once completed, requires way less effort to maintain than you put in on your daily now. Actually, it says, than you put in now. You were built for this. Again, this is the 30th of June, 2022, and this is the real. It says sitting by the ocean. And there we go, deleting this post. We have time for one more reel in this session. All right, this is the 5th of July, 2022. In a couple, they are equal in measure, and each person displays a different part of the equation. A man is outward reflection of the woman's worth, value, and status she chooses to embody, because she is infinite. It shows on what she likes to be and treated like, and what she likes to drive, /where, /her values, how she likes to show up in a status-wise, and what circles matter to her is what the man she chooses. What he has, the ranking in society, and how she wants the world to view her. And the woman is outwardly embodiment of a man's internal happiness, how joyful he is and how soulful he is, how much he values himself, I'm going to put that in there, and then what he chooses to embody because he's infinite. How satisfied is he and how deep is he into himself shows on her face. How relaxed is she and how she blossoms. If there is a need for approval for more than one other partner, I have observed an internal separation in self and self-judgment of different character traits and lack of expression and communication in the core self. This affecting vulnerability, and then obviously capital G, little o and D, God. Power and authority is a direct connection to the vulnerability to self in all ways and thoughts and behaviors. I do not practice multiple relationships anymore. I consider being sexually monogamous, still with close friends of the opposite sex to me, is more than one partner. There is an inability to share all with one. Multiple sex partners also applies, but never studied personally. My assumption is the separation gets more defined. I want to clarify this. When I say I do not practice multiple relationships anymore, I have never been in more than one relationship, but there was maybe a testing of the waters to see who was meant to be there. I have always been only with ever one person. This is something that I think got misconstrued in this aspect. And I only work with the opposite sex when it comes to these type of intimate aspects of self. And like I said here, multiple sex partners is something that will apply to this specific disconnectedness, but it's something that I don't know about. I've only personally observed other people who were close to me, because it's not something that I've dealt with whatsoever. I find it repulsive personally. Anyways, these types of relationships directly affect your ability to tap into the infinite self because of the fractions of self displayed in different situations. It's a set allotment of personality and power in each relationship. You will thus be afraid of self and self-power, continuing to limit oneself in the fractals, which is controlling self, which is also a replication of the energy exactly of what trauma does to the brain, separates and manages character, emotion, and desire. And no, I do not practice anything other than a male and female relationship, so this cannot apply to you if you're anything other than that, because I have not studied it. Best to find wisdom from someone who practices what you live. So that was my way of saying I don't support those type of relationships. I'm not in one. I don't know about it. So don't talk to me about it. Hence, overall, picking one long-term partner that is trustworthy and that you desire to be like, even if you haven't found that level of self, is a healing journey to commit to being what you desire in a healed and complete form. Monogamous male and female exclusive relationships with building of trust and an opening of vulnerability is healing to your wounds, building wealth, healing your DNA, healing and strengthening your circle and your nation. If you continue to settle for anything less than this greatness, we will continue to be thwarted as a human species. It is essential that you say no to attention-based relationships, as they are a distraction from goals and the best life living. If you are around anything less than you desire, to change that. It is not time to be quote-unquote nice to people and to feel bad for them or think of their feelings before yours. It is time to truly go after what you want, to be around nothing less than your standards and your desire within. Because more time you spend around people that aren't your desire, the more you convince yourself out of your convenience. As you stand strong in your standards and energy, we all win. No more mixed matched and hurting people, because now we are honest with each other's desires, and we don't just make it work or manipulate and control to maintain. We are passionate about evolution, of growth, love, stability. Standing our ground isn't necessarily matching the streets or singing songs or rebellion, marching in the streets or singing songs or rebellion. It starts in our standards and saying no to anything that isn't that. Be bold, become what you desire. Commit to the journey of becoming and holding trust and vulnerability in a high regard for your power, your source, your life. Your relationships are meant to protect your most valuable assets, and if they don't, be by yourself. Find yourself. Trust in yourself. Build your internal vulnerability on your own. No more settling. The deepest transformation within self, to even uncover the greatest of standards, to see and embody the heights of reality. Being human is being our own completely first. My transformation is easy and light, as I found healing and transformation doesn't require pain. It's intricate, it's a beautiful process that heals lifetimes of fractals and joins you with yourself in an intimate and powerful manner. And this is the reel that I posted on that time, smiling in the sunshine. And again, this was the 5th of July, 2022. And deleting this reel. Thank you for being here with this particular session of archiving Browning Taylor's Instagram.